Me. Dos, Curtis's new moustache. Welcome to the new Outback Quarterback podcast. Yeah. Hosted by QB1. And seeing as I'm in charge, I'm now QB1. Dos, you're QB3.
Fair enough.
Curtis, you're QB4. Jimbo,
Promoted.
QB2. He's been promoted.
Wait, no, 4.
You're 4.
Oh, I went early.
Actually, no, your moustache is QB4 and you're QB5. That's how good it is.
Jimbo's QB2.
Is everyone wondering why I'm here?
Explain.
Because of Cam the Marble Skattebo. I am a predictions master, an NFL analysis, professional NFL analysis.
Yep.
I'm waiting for my email from ESPN. They want me to run Sleeper. They want me to run ESPN.
Don't even own
Different
Sleeper.
company.
They want me to run NFL fantasy. I'm in charge of it all because I am a genuine champion. My fantasy teams are all top of the table except for Outback QB Div 1.
Yeah, I noticed
Harold
that.
Fannin was drafted by myself. Cam Skattebo was drafted by myself. They're the only two that really have taken off. But
I did
hold
talk
on.
up Fannin for you for about 2 months prior, but whatever.
and he was the yards
To be
leader.
fair, you had
college football.
to be fair, you had Bucky Irving as your Hawley's hero in the
I did have
offseason
Bucky as a
last year.
Hawley's hero.
Last year, not this year.
We can ignore some that didn't hit, like Chase Brown. He hasn't hit.
He has been terrible.
He's been really bad. Jason has hit, though.
Yeah.
There was another one I think I pulled up in the off-season that hasn't hit.
We get it, mate.
There
You're
was
doing well.
Brian Robertson Jr. didn't hit. He actually doesn't even play anymore. But hey, we're good.
Doesn't he play? What do you mean?
Oh, he's in San
He's
Francisco.
back up San Fran. He's
Oh,
not
yeah,
getting
yeah,
carries.
yeah.
But I said he'd had a massive breakout season at Washington.
But point being, you deserve the big chair, at least for the intro
At least
today.
for 30 seconds.
Yep.
And if you'd like to ride in and want me to continue to be on the big chair, then we're happy to talk about that, aren't we, fellas?
We are,
Yeah.
but it's not all fun and games in the big chair, Hawley, because
Oh,
we have
no.
sponsor obligations to hit. So do you want to hit them while you're there?
Shit, no. I don't even know who sponsors are.
Well, one of them is Four Bros Coffee. Should we swap our
Go
roles
for
now?
it.
All
I'm
right,
good
let's
now.
go. Well done, all. I mean, that's a good start. Dos, why don't you entertain the people while we swap? Why don't you tell them about Brian Callahan being punted after 6 weeks whilst I rearrange myself?
Well, as well as that, Kurt, I'm still flat on the Detroit Tigers' loss to the Mariners in about 15 innings and watched that game. Well, yeah, I spent about 4.5 hours or 5 hours watching that baseball game, and I just knew it was going to end in a Mariners win. It just kept getting to the bottom of the inning, and the runners were getting left on base by the Tigers, and that was frustrating me. So that was heartbreaking.
Wow, I didn't realize you're such a baseball man.
Well, for the Tigers,
Yeah,
and I keep a
tune in.
track of it during the season, and myself and 3 of the boys at work, we did our over-unders for baseball this year, as we do for all of the 4 big sports in the US.
So did they lose?
The Tigers did lose, so they're out in game 5. Yeah, they lost.
Right, so you're off them now. You don't go for them anymore? Bit like
Well, no,
Green
I
Bay.
still go for them.
Oh,
still,
right.
still root for the
That's
Tigers.
interesting.
Yeah, so about an hour ago, we found out that Brian Callahan, to no real surprise, has been sacked by the Tennessee Titans after 6 weeks, Hawley. 4-19, Hawley, as a head
Well, I
coach.
said Tennessee would suck this year.
Yeah, you did. But did you
Congratulations,
did you-
Nostradamus.
did you predict that they would
Another
have
one, thank you.
the lowest point scored through 6 games since 1985?
Yeah, I did. I didn't tell you.
That
boys.
was off air.
I actually
off
just
the
didn't tell
record.
you
Your
guys.
gutsy call was 1986, wasn't it?
Yeah, I missed out by a year.
So this team is, I mean, outside of the Cardinals losing that game and handing it to Tennessee last week, they haven't looked close really to winning a game. They've been truly horrible on offense to watch. So December 2022, GM John Robinson was fired. Jan 24, they fired Hawley's boy Mike Vrabel after Vrabel was 54-45 as a head coach. Took him to the playoffs multiple times, AFC Championship game.
Mm-hmm.
Jan 2025, GM Rand Carthorne. He was fired, and now Brian Callahan. But what is interesting, the last 4 quarterbacks taken, pick one in the draft, have seen their coaches fired in their rookie seasons. Lawrence with Urban Meyer in 21, Frank Reich in 23 with Bryce Young, Matt Eberflus last year with Caleb Williams, and now Brian Callahan with Cam Ward.
Such a good point.
Yeah.
The only one in the Trayvon Walker was the pick 2022.
So franchises are expecting, or owners are expecting, as soon as pick one walks into the building,
Exactly.
all of a sudden they're a good side.
Yeah, this is what
doesn't make sense.
I know you
at all.
said you
'Cause
weren't surprised, Dos, that Callahan got fired.
No,
but
I'm not.
I am a little bit. I know they haven't been good, but you're 6 games into a raw rookie quarterback, and it's like, what did you expect out of year 1? I'm not sure.
I think it's the game management though, and the play calling
Yeah.
has been bad.
Yep.
Like I think there's more to it than just simply looking at Cam Ward stats and what they have going on
and
offense.
more than win-loss. I understand
Yeah.
that as well. Yeah, I mean, it's the manner in which they've lost
Yes.
has not been good. And even the game that they won against the Cardinals,
Yeah.
they were deplorable for 3 quarters.
They were.
And they lucked into that win.
Well, it was, as we said, the Cardinals really butchering that, and then one drive from Cam Ward. So, more change for Tennessee after being quite a stable franchise sort of through the 2010s, right?
They were.
You know, they were pretty
Derrick Henry.
consistent. Derrick Henry, and but they're just now the last probably 3 years, a lot of turbulence there.
Has been indeed. I tell you what places aren't turbulent. That's our sponsors, the people that look after the show and make it happen. Coast and Smoke, coastandsmoke.com.au, 10% off all their barbecue rubs. I used some this week, Dos. I used the K-pop dust.
I haven't used K-pop. It's still
good.
there.
I used it on eggs. I used it on vegetables. It's an all-purpose seasoning. So they got 12 different seasonings you can choose from. I've got 11. I'm one short. I shouldn't have handed out as much as I did to you boys because my set's not complete, but that's all right.
Well, I didn't get any.
Didn't you?
No.
I feel like you don't have any interest in any of our sponsors.
I never get anything from them.
Well, you have to make another sponsor say about Hawley. You don't drink coffee. You don't. Do you cook barbecues?
I did, actually, last weekend.
Did you really?
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right.
After golf on Friday.
Well, you should have taken the rub.
What'd you hit for golf?
We played Ambrose.
Oh, yeah.
But,
by the way.
But I was awesome.
You know how I hit 117?
Oh, yeah, that was not good.
Awful. But I have a legit excuse.
Oh, here we go.
I had a scan. I got a torn tendon in my shoulder. It's legitimately.
That's probably fair.
It's a pinhole tear, but it's a tear. It's a tear. My doctor said it's a tear, so it's a tear. And that's what we're rolling with. Speaking of things that aren't deplorable, do you like my segues? 4 Bros Coffee. I forgot to give Dos one this morning. I've ordered some new stuff. You've got your bag on the way, Dos, coming as part of the bulk order. Jimbo, I think you've ordered some.
Yep.
There's people everywhere ordering this stuff up, and it is good. It's good stuff. I'm trying all 3 other capsule flavors in my next order. So 15% off with code OUTBACK on 4bros.com.au. Of course, the Muscle Cat Sports Show kicked off last week. We had the first episode behind the bar at the Suburban Brew in Goodwood. So get down to Goodwood or Glynde. If you want to see the set of the new Muscle Cat Sports Show, check out Goodwood. But that was great fun there. And of course, we have our show coming up in December in the tray of a Kia Tasman at Wayne Phillis Kia. They've got a demo sale across the range. Matt and the team down there. Good people, Dos.
They are good people down at Wayne Phillis Kia. That's it.
You're allowed to say that?
I am.
Yeah. No restrictions?
No.
Oh, that's good. Great people.
When it's warranted, they're good people.
They are good people. No, Matt and the team, they do good stuff. He does. Hey, and Matt, if you are watching, he does not dish out praise lightly. He will criticize someone's personality and character on the show if need be. So if he's saying you're a good person at Wayne Phillis Kia, that means you're a good person. All right. That's the sponsors. That's Brian Callahan. That's Hawley in the big chair. There's one more thing to bring up.
Uh-oh.
And I sent this. No, it's not about you. I sent this to the group, a little cheeky screenshot. Because I was going through our DMs trying to find something. And Dos, you run the DMs on the show. I'd say 95%. The 5% is me plugging the sports show to all of our Outback QB listeners. And I saw...
Or me sending you a screenshot saying, reply to this person, please,
Yes.
because this message is addressed to you.
Yes, indeed. Yes, that's very true. But I saw you got left on red by Dom Pooney, guard of the San Francisco 49ers. Now, I didn't know you were sliding into the
What did
DMs
you
of...
say to him?
No, I didn't say anything. I think I reacted to a story he posted. I didn't actually say anything.
okay.
I think I did the little fire emoji. It was something cool that he was doing.
Okay, all right. That's a bit more acceptable. Because I was going to say, if you're sliding into the DMs of NFL personalities... then-
Another first-class draft choice from Chris Hall.
Yeah, that's right. That's my
Dom
boy.
Pooney.
The one guard you've ever
Star
talked
guard.
And he happened to be a Jet.
Are there... remember, we're not saying Jet
No,
anymore.
not a Jet.
because
happened
Jet
He's
to
a
be
means you're
49er.
bad in the
He
NFL.
happened to be a gun?
49er.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
A good player. Yeah. Any other players we should slide into the DMs of?
I've slid into a couple of my time off of my personal DM, my personal account.
Players?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I messaged Bijan and Garrett Wilson.
Why?
Oh, because I had him in fantasy. The first year I got him in fantasy, I messaged and said good luck.
Messaged and said,
Good luck.
I love that.
Is that the secret to your success?
They didn't reply.
Oh, didn't they?
I'll see it.
I've sent to Baker in ours.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Oh, I wish he replied.
Yeah.
This is the most embarrassing segment we've ever done. James, what do you think of this phenomenon?
Nugget knows I messaged them. I'm pretty sure. I think we talked about it.
What do you think of these guys messaging? They're grown men messaging NFL players saying good luck.
Well, I didn't say that.
What did you say?
Specifically.
What did you say to
I said
Baker?
it in a cool way, though. It
Oh,
wasn't like,
I'd have to go and have a
"Hi,
look. Do you want me to
Pigeon,
check?
Good luck."
I can
Oh, no, it
check.
was off my
How-
personal.
No, I'll check out. I'll check what I said to Baker, though.
How do you say good luck in a cool way, Chris?
Oh, I can't remember. It would have been like, good luck, brother. Like that.
With like the hang ten emoji?
Yeah.
Jimbo, what are your thoughts on this?
I mean, we don't know that it didn't impact his fantasy outcomes, given where he's at.
Thank
That's
you.
true.
Thank
You
you.
can't deny where the standings are.
Glass half full kind of guy over here.
That's why he's QB2.
That's why it's QB2. That's right. Old QB5 over here.
QB5.
Hey, man, you're talking to QB4 as well. Have some respect. Can you check it, Dos?
No, I couldn't find it. Maybe I didn't.
Oh,
do it.
that's convenient. Yeah. all right.
Good idea,
I'll
guys.
go back and see if I can.
Hey, if
Please.
you guys gave me you gave me the password for our Instagram.
Do you know we have had to change the Instagram password
Didn't
on the
have to.
fly
I didn't do
multiple
anything
times
wrong.
because out on the town at like 2 a.m. he's threatened to go live on Instagram.
I have threats. I wasn't going to do it,
But threat is the right word.
but I
isn't it?
would.
Yes.
I would DM players. Absolutely would.
Yeah, would and did.
Yeah, it did. I would off of ours.
All right, we've got our game reviews coming right up, so let's get straight into that. That's a fun start, boys. We're
I
on
think
fire
we need
today.
a blue tick. If we got a blue tick,
Yeah.
then the players would actually look at me like, oh, hey, these guys are something or someone.
It's a good point.
Any value in the blue tick that you see, Jim? But go to the wide shot. Say hello to the people. They want to see you. Can they see you?
No.
Oh, no. We've changed the position in the studio.
Poor Jim.
Oh, Jimbo.
Just relegated. Maybe I'm QB6 now.
QB6. Well, no. I mean, that's,
Possible.
yeah, because there's 5.
But you're 5 and 4, right?
Yeah, but if you go down, I'll bump up.
Ah,
So I'm now
true.
3 and 4.
Can't keep up.
Okay, we do need to fix that, get you on screen. But yeah, blue tick, any value in that? You have to pay for it. You didn't have to used to pay for it.
I'd say only social status.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're all about social status in this show.
That's why we're
that's
doing
the
this.
goal.
Isn't it?
It's the
Yeah.
only reason. We hate NFL. All right. What another interesting week. Week 6 of the NFL. 2 teams on byes: the Texans 2 and 3, the Vikings 3 and 2. And Jimbo came up with a great idea a couple of weeks ago off air, and that is the concept of no-brainers. Because we were thinking about how do we, we're 2 days after the fact now, or a full day after the fact. How do we get through some of these games quickly that everybody knows the score of and everybody knew that would be the outcome? And we're going to call them no-brainers, the ones that we predicted and would have seen as a very predictable outcome. Let's just get through those scores. And then we're going to do a little bit of that in the Week 7 preview as well. So I've listed...
Sorry, in the Week 7 preview, did you look at Week 7 before you decided we'd
Yeah.
talk about no-brainers? Because there is not a no-brainer.
I know.
There actually isn't one. There
There might be one.
There might,
Thursday night football.
there might be 2. I've maybe got 2 that we can pick.
Pats would be one.
Pats over Titans, Panthers over Jets.
Titans might be new coach
Well,
If we're
bounce.
talking
That's the
about
Week 7 preview.
If we're talking about Panthers as a no-brainer as well, it's real thin.
Yeah. I said we should pick 4. Maybe we don't have to pick 4 for the preview.
Couldn't find 'em.
But we'll work through that later on. As for the no-brainers, and get this new song pumping, Jim. We've got another new song, Dos. So we're just testing the samples. We've got... Oh,
What is this? Is this for game reviews?
is it too intense?
This is great.
I'm worried it might be too intense.
It's
How we sounded, Jimbo?
intense.
What's that? Is it good?
Yeah, I don't mind.
Yeah, all right. No brainers. The Broncos 13, they're 4 and 2 over the Jets 11. They're 0 and 6 in London. That game was. It should have been a lot more considering the Jets had minus 10 passing yards. Yep. 2.9 yards per carry for Dobbins, by the way, Hawley, before you get too excited in your own abilities.
No, it was that kind of game.
Rams 17 defeated the Ravens 3. The Rams are 4 and 2. The Ravens 1 and 5. This was an uninspiring game against the injury-destroyed, listless Baltimore Ravens. They're on the slide. The Rams continue. They're looking pretty good at 4 and 2. The Browns 9 lost to the Steelers 23. They're the kings of the AFC North, as you put on our Insta DOS. Rodgers 2 touchdowns. Dylan Gabriel threw the ball 52 times for no touchdowns. DOS was wrapped with that play calling from Kevin Stefanski. The Bengals 18 were defeated by the Packers 27 coming off their bye. 17 points for the first 3 quarters of this game, then 28 in the last in Joe Flacco's first start for the Bengals. And the Packers, I mean, they predictably won, but they were sloppy.
Yeah, weren't great.
Sloppy.
Didn't impress me. To be quite honest.
Got the W. We'll keep it as a no-brainer. Titans 10 defeated by the Raiders 20. The Raiders are 2-4. The Titans 1-5. And now without a head coach, no-brainer might sound a little weird for the Raiders, but nobody should lose to the Titans, and they didn't. And predictably, Ward was sacked 6 times and the Titans lost the ball 3 times. Looking at those sort of things, that probably contributes to the sacking of Brian Callahan. But let's have a look at the Seahawks 20. They defeated the Jags 12. Seahawks and Jags both 4-2. They got back to winning ways, boys. A huge JSN performance again, 162 yards and a TD. Jags head coach Liam Cohen lamented what he called his team's undisciplined operation. 10 penalties for 75 yards, 7 sacks allowed on Lawrence, a missed field goal and a missed extra point toss.
They hit the Seattle defense, Trevor Lawrence, 17 times in this game. They absolutely mauled him. That Seattle front is scary. Byron Murphy, who I had picked as the Defensive Rookie of the Year last year, banged up, but this year is having a breakout season. He is really stepping up. Leonard Williams again was excellent. Nwosu continues to be really consistent, actually, on the pass rush. He's been really good. Seattle now 9 road wins in a row.
Really?
Yeah.
That's extraordinary.
Yeah, they're crushing
really
it on the road.
That's a good stat as well. So they're 1-2 at home this year.
Got to start winning at the 12th at Lumen.
They do indeed. BTJ had at least a little bit of a better game for the Jags. He had 90 yards and a touchdown, but it's not quite...
would have had more had not Travis Hunter lined up offside on that big explosive play.
How are we assessing Travis Hunter's start to his NFL career, by the way? Underwhelming would be a word.
Yeah, expected.
Yeah?
That's how I'm...
He was good against the Chiefs, though.
You didn't draft him, did you?
Nah, nowhere near him.
You also predicted JSN to go off a few weeks ago on Sleeper, and
JSN's gone off.
oh, I know he's gone off. That's what
162 yards
I'm
with
saying.
the TD.
I'm saying
13 targets. No one else on the team had more than 3. It's
AJ Barner.
Yep, you laughed at me last year when I was saying AJ Barner was all right.
He had,
he had one
chunk
big reception.
Play. He had the big, the busted coverage.
That's all you
late
need
in the
from a
fourth,
tight end. That's all you
which,
need.
What about
sealed the
Travis
game.
Etienne Jr.? He teased us at the start of this year. Like, I'm back. I'm a good running back again. And now the last 2 weeks, he's gone, 27 and 49 yards.
Yeah, it's fallen off again, isn't it?
It's disappointing.
Okay, let's move on. Cardinals 27 were defeated by the Colts 31. The Colts are 5-1. I repeat, the Colts are 5-1 as they handed the Cardinals consecutive comeback losses, scoring 14 points to 3 in the last quarter to cement Arizona's status as the worst last quarter team I think we've ever seen. That's not an official stat, Dos, but that's just a hunch that I've got, and I think you'll agree. I don't know whether the Cardinals should be happy or not that they looked
the Jacoby Brissett.
with Jacoby Brissett. Is that a good thing or a bad thing that they were able to pull it out with Brissett playing, or does that mean that Kyler Murray is about as good as Jacoby Brissett?
More of a pass game going.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's a worry, right?
Definitely. The run game once again struggled, which to be expected when they're into their 3rd and 4th, 5th running backs now in Arizona. Marvin Harrison Jr. concussion in this game fairly early on. Didn't have a huge impact. But the Colts would be 6-0 had not Adonai Mitchell fumbled into the end zone.
They would too.
Your boy, Hawley, Daniel Jones, is on 34 touchdown pace.
Are we more impressed with Jonathan Taylor or Daniel Jones so far?
Well, I'm going to get to JT because he's on track for 2,125 yards. And the Colts are averaging 32.3 points per game.
Best in the league.
And outscoring their opponents by 13 points per game.
Well, their defense is 4th in the league for scores against. So they're an all-round football team at the moment.
They are awesome. And Tyler Warren continues.
How bad is this for Anthony Richardson's
to grow?
stocks?
Yeah, isn't he injured as well?
He hurt himself in the warm-up. Yeah.
On IR now with an orbital injury.
Oh, has he gone on IR?
Yes, he has.
Is that bad?
Yeah, it's like a fracture of the face.
What a guy. Why would you draft him? Outback quarterback told you not to.
Hawley, are you choking on that headphone strap? It looks like it's
A little
across your
bit. It's
neck.
a bit tight, yeah.
It's on the wrong side, I think, isn't it?
Well, the
you go.
headphones say left and right.
Oh, that's better. No, that looks
Okay.
much better. I look relieved for you. No, you were right.
Is that better? There you go. How's that feel?
It'll work.
What a
It's
pro.
fine.
Yeah.
I'm just used to the big chair.
The better it gets for the Colts, the worse it gets for Anthony Richardson. The Pats, 25, defeated the Saints,
Yeah, they
19. The Pats are 4-2. The Saints are 1-5. A professional Drake May day with 3 touchdowns sees the Pats. I'd say it's a quiet 4-2. Just before, the 3 in a row, they were 1-2, and now all of a sudden 4-2.
If Atlanta play well today, it could be a very, very good 4-2.
If they beat the Bills, it could very, very much cement your gutsy call.
They're doing it without a run game at the moment as well.
They are. They still haven't figured that out.
Yeah.
Still haven't figured it out. But I tell you what, they have figured out. Keishon Booty is showing glimpses again. 93 yards and 2 touchdowns. And remember, this team lost to the Raiders in week 1. We might look back at that as the Baltimore Ravens losing to the Raiders last year, DOS, just a complete anomaly. It was an odd game. The score was 22-16 at halftime, and there was only 1 field goal each after the break. We had Jackie Grant on the Musclecat Sports Show live stream last night. That was the first ever phone-in show.
Yeah.
And Jack called in at the end of the show just to voice his dismay of being a Saints fan and a Pelicans fan and a Rabbitohs fan. He's just in struggle town. It's a great show, by the way. If you haven't gone back and watched it, Musclecat Sports Show on YouTube. But it's a world of pain for the Saints, even though they seem to be respectable in most of these losses.
Yeah, they're competitive in every game, which is what you want to see, unlike other teams where their coaches are getting fired. So Spencer Rattler was handy enough. I didn't think he was overly bad in this game.
It's the story of his season.
Yeah, he's been fairly consistent, but geez, Drake May looks good. I know he had a great game against the Bills, but this was a first-class performance against a defense that's played pretty well this season. He's just growing. This second-year leap is great to see for Drake May. The lid is off in New England, let's be fair. Oh, no, it is.
I thought it was a quiet 4-2. Is it going crazy?
I don't think so.
I feel like it's being peeled away.
I don't think so.
2 more wins. Who have we got coming
They've
up?
opened up one side to vent the steam.
We've got Tennessee this week.
Like those microwave
Yeah.
plastic containers where you just open up the little bit in the middle.
Exactly.
Little tab in the middle. We got Titans, then the Browns. The lid will be off when we're sitting at 6-2, DOS.
Yeah.
That's when
And
the
then
lid's
Titans
coming
and
off.
Browns.
Then
Oh,
you-
soft ball.
I tell you
Falcons,
what,
Bucs.
the game away to Tampa in early November is going to be.
That could be. You could
And
be.
then after that, we play a Jets and a Burrowless Bengals.
Wowzers. Okay. Super Bowl it is.
8-4.
And then
I
the
reckon.
Giants. Oh,
And the Giants. 9-4.
just keep projecting it.
All right. Pats are looking okay. 2 games to go before we move on. The 49ers and the Bucs. The Bucs.
He's looking at the rest of the schedule.
Staring down the barrel of a minimum 11 wins this year.
He's looking at the rest of the schedule going, oh, Dolphins again.
I'm
Here we
booking
go.
tickets.
Jets.
More tickets. I mean, you said on the sports show last night you spent $6.5
Good point. I
grand
can't
on the
afford any
Ashes
more tickets to sport. We'll hopefully get a lot of that back from other people.
Oh, have
buying
you
a
sold
seat.
those tickets on yet?
5 of them.
Okay.
Do you want to come?
Let's talk off air.
Okay.
I'm tempted. Bucs 30 defeated the 49ers 19. The Bucs are 5-1. The 49ers are 4-2. And Mac. Michael McCorkle-Jones, we put our faith in you. We put our, what's on the line last week. Doss is shaking his head because he didn't. But me and Hawley said that he should be starting over Brock Purdy. And we got criticised by some very angry people that were sick of the Brock slander. We didn't slander. It's just a discussion. Grow up, whoever that was. That
You did,
commented.
actually.
Slander.
Yeah, you did.
How
You're
did we slander?
disrespectful to Brock Purdy.
In what way? What was slander? Do you know what slander is? It's malicious lies being spread to fame one's reputation.
He didn't quite go that far.
We
No,
said
we
that
didn't.
he wouldn't start over him,
Yeah.
but going by form, he should.
Yeah, that's right.
That's not that bad.
And
It's
then
just
we
analysis.
also said, I bet you Max stuffs it up this week after we put our faith in him. And he didn't play well. 2 interceptions. Anyway, it was, 2 interceptions, no scores. But what is worse for the 49ers is Fred Warner's season-ending ankle injury, Doss. That is a bad one. He's the heart and soul of that defense, the heart and soul of that team, really. And he is gone for the rest of the year. But we have to say, again, credit to Baker and the Bucs because this MVP chance and the Super Bowl chance is real.
He's doing it
It's
without.
real.
He's doing it without his wide receiver 1, 2, 3, and 4 now after the weekend. And I think his RB1's out, and I think his right tackle and right guard might be out as well. Doss.
Mate,
We're
he could
down
do it
to
with
about
us on
We're
field.
down to about the 5th right guard for Tampa as well at
And
the moment.
he's got Cameron Johnson as lead wide receiver. Never heard of him.
Oh, what a catch, though, from Tez. That was...
Tezzy Johnson.
Good backflip too.
I mean, the throw from Baker was elite. Like you
Well,
watch him,
no,
watch him slide and make that throw.
Sure, but it was actually a meter overthrown, and Tez made that
well,
catch.
alright.
And to get it on his fingertips like that, I think we've got to give credit to the young fella.
Detroit Lions this week.
with a banged up Detroit Lions secondary as well. A lot of injuries.
Well, good segue, because speaking of the Lions, the Chiefs defeated them 30-17. The Chiefs are 3-3. That was on Sunday Night Football. The Lions are 4-2. They'll bite your kneecaps, boys, the Lions, or maybe even hit your helmet if they lose, because Brian Branch inexplicably struck Juju Smith-Schuster during James, our second handshake controversy of the year.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
I'll get 2 points for that gutsy call. I can't believe it. Caused a melee. Dan Campbell said it was inexcusable. It was something that made a loss that they wouldn't be happy with, even worse, distracted from the performance. But they couldn't, I wouldn't say they couldn't contain Mahomes, but he was good again. 3 touchdowns. He got Hollywood Brown involved for 2 scores. Travis Kelce was involved. And it wasn't the 6-weekly Jared Goff capitulation. He was still okay, but the Lions were just a little off in this one, and maybe being banged up, Dos, doesn't help.
Yeah, when you're down, I think 5 of your 6 secondary aren't playing in this game. That your corners, it's starting to get a bit thin. So you've got to Mick Robertson and Rock Ya-Sin on the field. It's it's getting pretty lean for the Lions. I think the Lions probably played this game the best they could with what they had on defense. But unfortunately, they just didn't have enough to stop Mahomes. And whilst Mahomes didn't throw the ball, there was no sort of big plays down the field. Horizontally, though, Juju Smith-Schuster and Hollywood Brown, Worthy as well, were very good in this game. They very smart, Andy Reid, with the play calling, I thought, in this one. They could move the ball fairly well on the ground. Mahomes again, Pacheco's having a moment or two. Travis Kelce, outside of a couple of drops, is actually having a pretty decent season. He had that bad drop in the end zone against the Eagles, which was intercepted. He had one in this game. But outside of that, he's put together not a bad season, given where he's at this stage of his career. So
yeah, started very slow, but it is starting to piece together.
And the Chiefs' defense, I thought, probably had their best outing of the season in this game too. They've been a little bit up and down, but this was the best they've played across 4 quarters against the Lions. They contained the Lions' run game as well.
Anytime you can hold the Lions to less than 20 points, you've had a pretty good day, particularly in prime time.
No penalties either.
No penalties.
KC did not have a single penalty.
Wow. Was Juwan Taylor
First
not playing?
time
How many? And they had about 12 or 13 against the Jags on Monday Night Football.
Did anyone see Aiden Hutchinson's latest ever roughing the passer?
Oh, that was a late hit.
No.
That was such a late hit.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, Paddy had thrown it. He basically sat there, watched it. Yep, cool. Said hello to the sideline, waved to Taylor and the rest of them, and then Hutchinson came through and hit him.
So this wasn't a flop.
It wasn't a flop. It was so late. It wasn't a hard hit, but it was just, it was so dumb.
Monday Night Football double header coming up. Dos has wrapped the Bills 4-1 at the Falcons 2-2. The Bears 2-2 at the Commanders 3-2. 2 intriguing games we've got there. And of course, we've got our deeper game reviews, 3 games that we loved coming up later in the show. But before we do that, it's time for the Shelf of Shame.
Oh, yeah. It's me.
Shelf of Shame, it is your seg, Hawley. You can get yourself ready. Let's talk playoff lock while Hawley's crunching around with the mic and getting himself behind the couch. Throw to the chaos over there, Jim. There we go. Over he goes. Hey.
Oh, back here, Kurt.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
He hasn't tidied up much, has he?
There is a lot of trash behind there. This must be terrible for the audio listeners. Oh, yeah, I forgot you had to get on your knees. Sorry, man. Well, playoff lock. I mean, we do that before the Shelf of Shame these days. In the outro last week, we locked the Buccaneers.
Smart decision.
It's a very smart decision. They're now 5-1. We've also locked the Buffalo Bills, and you went away, Dos, from locking the Eagles, and that also turned out to be a smart decision because they lost again. They're 4-2. So, where are we looking? Teams that are going well. The Patriots 4-2. We probably won't lock them. Can you believe
I was about to say we're talking about the Pats as a playoff lock.
It's amazing. We won't lock them because they're in the same division as the Bills. The Steelers are 4-1. They're 2 games clear in the AFC North. The Colts are 5-1, but they got the Jags 4-2 at their heels. Chargers and Broncos are both 4-2. Eagles, we said, are 4-2. Lions are 4-2, but that's a pretty tight NFC North. And then NFC West, 3 teams are 4-2. So is there any way you guys want to go with this? Because it's not simple.
The Bills, from memory, have a really easy schedule.
Okay.
We've locked them, haven't we?
Yeah, we've already locked them. Yeah.
That's why I'm happy that we've already locked them.
Perfect.
Good call.
Otherwise,
And the Buccaneers are looking good too, aren't they, Chris?
I really
the
like
Pats
the Bucs.
have a really easy schedule.
We just
we've
looked
also
at the
locked the
Pats
Bucs,
and we're
just
saying, I'm aware of that one. The Pats are looking down the barrel of 11 wins.
They are
Yeah,
looking
not
at
looking
what
at
they've- they are looking.
We
at what
couldn't
they've
lock
got.
them already, could we?
No, we couldn't. I already said
okay,
that.
so well, does it have to be the Colts?
I think the Colts is viable. The Jags at 4-2 are the only pesky guys, but I don't really believe in the Jags. I believe in the Colts now a lot more.
Who have they
Am I
got?
saying that?
Let's
really?
have a
They
look at
play
the-
the Titans. They'll be if they lose to the Chargers, they beat the Titans 6-2. Then they play Steelers, tough one. Falcons, tough one.
Let's just look the
Chiefs.
Chiefs. We know the Chiefs will make playoffs.
They probably will.
They will make playoffs. We
Chiefs
know
will
that.
make playoffs.
But we're not locking them, obviously.
It's actually there's no team that's really dominating at the moment, is
No,
there?
the NFC West is hard because they're all 4-2. You know what? The Lions. 4-2.
I tell you what, I'd be pretty comfortable locking the Seahawks. out
Oh, yeah?
there. The Niners just have so many injuries, and they're long-term injuries. They're not getting anybody back.
Same division as the Rams, though. I don't think I'm
Oh,
comfortable.
well, Rams as well.
I
Either or.
could do Detroit.
Yeah.
I mean, they might go 4-3 next week if they lose to Tampa, but I still
Okay.
think they win enough games.
This is tough. In week 3 of the playoff lock, it's gotten tough already. I think we go the Colts because they're 5-1. They are an absolute heater, and the Jags are their closest opposition.
They do have a tricky schedule. the
Oh,
Colts.
well, who do you
Stuff it.
want, Dos?
Lock them. Take a risk.
Like the
Who would have thought we're locking the Colts in?
I know the Colts have got Steelers away, Chiefs away. You know they've got Seahawks away. 2 more up against the Texans. Divisional matchup.
So you want to
as
lock
well.
the Seahawks? Shouldn't be this tough at the start of the
No,
year.
it shouldn't.
I thought
Oh.
the Seahawks are impressing me.
They're 1-2 at home.
They're very good away though.
They are.
It is a tight division, though, isn't it? San Fran and the Rams.
What's your vote?
Yeah, but
Hawley?
I'm putting a cross through San Fran Hawley. I just
What's your vote?
too
Hawley?
many injuries.
Let's make a call. Come on. We got shame for shame.
Detroit.
I'm fine to lock the Lions
Let's lock the Lions.
as
Yep.
well.
I don't feel great about it, but I feel better than the others.
Nah, they'll win enough
I'm
games.
more confident about them than the Seahawks at the moment, just because of that division.
Okay, Detroit Lions it is. Note it, Jimbo. And the shelf of shame. Now, we're doing this every...
Even though the Packers are top of the division, but anyway.
Yeah, but they've had less wins. They're 3-1-1 and top of the division on win percentage.
Sorry.
But that's weird. If they've won less, it's like in Australian sport, you can't be above a team when you've got less...
Percentage over there, I guess, not points.
Yeah, anyway.
Anyway.
There's no points.
Americans, eh? Crazy. Shelf. Welcome to our US listeners, by the way. Shelf of shame. Now, where are we? Where are my notes? Because we have got... Who have we got on the shelf there, Hawley? Hang on, let's just run through who
All
we've
right.
got on the shelf of
So
shame.
we've got Tennessee, the Saints, the Jets, Carolina, Miami, and Cleveland.
All right, so the Titans were 0-4. They since beat the Cardinals. They since lost to the Raiders. They'll stay, right, at 1-5?
I actually have a captain and vice captain for our shelf of shame this week as well. So
Do you want me to keep running through and then you get to it?
Yeah, the Titans are definitely part of
They're in the leadership
group, mate. Don't you worry about that. They're there.
The Saints were 0-4. Then they beat the Giants. And then they lost to the Pats. So they're 1-5. I think we keep the Saints on there.
They have to stay on there.
Saints
Saints
stay.
stay.
Competitive
Absolutely.
losses.
Yeah.
They should be on a...
They're there, mate. They're staying.
They're not in the leadership group.
They're
as
not
to
in the
what
lead.
the
Oh,
other
yeah,
teams is.
Dos can see my leadership group. They're not there.
The Panthers were 1-3. They beat the Dolphins, the Cowboys. Get them off.
Panthers
Get
are
the
not in
Panthers
there.
off.
They're not going back ever
Yeah,
again.
A lot changes in 2 weeks, doesn't it? Goodness
you
me.
could have put them up next to the Cowboys.
No, mate,
on top.
they're fine now.
The Dolphins were 0-3 pre that Jets MNF
Oh,
game.
they're staying.
Then they beat them. Then they lost to the Panthers and the Chargers. They're 1-5.
Dolphins suck.
They
I
stayed. The,
can't wait for Dolphins Browns this week.
the Jets. Oh,
I don't care who wins that. They're both staying on the shelf of shame.
Browns are favourites, by the way, going into that game. 1.5 point favourite. Really? Yeah. With Dylan Gabriel.
oh my gosh. The Jets are 0-6. They stay. Obviously, the Browns were 1-3. They lost to the Vikings, lost to the Steelers. They're 1-5. So before we get to the new candidates, who are our captain and vice captain? Hawley?
So the captain, and I'd like to congratulate the New York Jets on being
No,
the
boys.
captain of our shelf of shame. Yeah, well done. The vice captain of the shelf of shame are the Tennessee Titans.
Okay, well done, boys.
Yep.
Congratulations to the Titans. And to round out the leadership group, we have Miami and the Cleveland Browns, who happen to be playing each other this week. So the winner of that will still be on the shelf of shame, but they will no longer be part of the leadership group.
So the loser becomes the deputy vice captain?
I'll tell you what.
Correct. Yeah, we could even do joint vice captains.
Okay.
The loser of Miami Cleveland might be not having a head coach coming into weeks.
Oh, McDaniel
week 8.
is on
He has to go.
a razor's edge.
I think both are in serious. The loser of that will be coach gets fired.
All right, you're preempting one of my possibilities. Talk to me about the Ravens, Hawley. They're 1-5.
They suck. They're really bad without Lamar. They're there until Lamar's back. They're 1-5, and they're not getting close to a win.
Didn't we say last time? What did we say last time? We were talking about them, weren't we? Or maybe we weren't talking about them.
Yeah, Hawley had them for consideration on the the halfway shelf. I think
they're
called it.
there.
I think they got to go
They're
on.
there now.
Oh, yeah.
And this also proves how good Lamar Jackson is.
Well, that's true.
Because with him playing their Super Bowl contention, without him, they can't even win a game. Which also,
Yeah,
same story.
These guys are the
should've
exact
been
same
on the
story.
last one.
Bengals are on.
They tried with Joe. They tried with Jake, but Joe Flacco, that is.
The AFC North, it's the worst division record. Not by far, but it's the worst. They're 8-15 collectively, the AFC North this
put
year,
them over here
and
'cause
they
they're new.
are struggling. Everyone
we
except
need
the
to go
Steelers.
back and check our win draft team to see who had.
Oh
who had
yeah,
what
we
in
haven't
the,
checked in on that.
We haven't done an update on that since we've drafted
We'll
that.
do that next week. Win totals draft, Jimbo. So we got the Bengals on, we got the Ravens on. I've got two other candidates. The Raiders are 2-4, but they did just beat the Titans. 2-4 is not disgraceful, is it?
No,
Harsh
they're
to
staying
say?
on. They're staying on there.
Hey,
Are they on there?
The Raiders aren't
Raiders-
on there.
the Raiders
The
aren't on
Raiders are pretty close.
How are they not?
well,
Geno's, they're really bad,
I know.
but they've won 2 games.
2-4.
I
The
don't think
Bengals
we
have
can
also
put it.
won 2
I don't
games.
think we can put it. Who's won 2 games?
Bengals.
Yeah, but that was with
Yeah.
Joe.
What do you think? Raiders on?
You want them on there? How many can we have on there?
I want the Raiders and I want the Cardinals on there.
Well, that was the other one. Let's keep thinking about the Raiders. The Cardinals, they've lost 3 in a row. No, 4 in a row. And then they had the Titans debacle and then lost to the Chargers. They have to be on the Cardinals.
Cards have to be on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely they do. Even if they won this week, I still wanted them on after the Titans game because that was the most shameful performance I've ever seen.
I'd put them
Where's
on.
your card?
but-
Where
Where's
are-
your
where are the
one?
Cardinals?
Is it over there?
Is it down there? Yeah.
No, there's no cards here.
Tampa.
No, Cardinals.
No.
Oh, is it on the shelf over there behind you? On the floor? All right. We're
On the
missing
floor.
We're missing the Cardinals. Where are the Cardinals?
Oh.
See, they go missing in fourth quarters and they go missing during the shelf of shame. That's symbolic. We will
We
put
do
them on.
have we do have the Raiders here.
We'll put the Cardinals on. Raiders, yay or nay, Dos?
I think the Raiders should be on there.
It's a no from me. Hawley, you're deciding.
I don't want to put them on yet as a 2-4. I want to see them next week. I think next time we do it, they're on.
It's the Genty bias coming out in.
Who have they got? They're very, very close. Next week they are playing the Chiefs.
Chiefs. They're probably on next week.
Chiefs, then
Do we
Jags.
do this once a fortnight?
Once a fortnight.
Once a fortnight.
Chiefs
Yeah.
and Jags.
Okay, cool.
Okay, that's the shelf of shame.
My
We've got
bad.
our
Okay.
deeper game
See you in
reviews
a
coming
minute.
up. All right, he's back. Beautifully held, Dos. Great assist to avoid the crunching.
That's what I do.
Deeper game reviews. Now, there are a few that really caught our eye, and we don't normally go back to TNF, but we do need to have a deep dive on this Giants victory over the Eagles. We had Gaz call into the live stream on Musclecat Sports Show last night as an Eagles fan saying, "What's going on? Can you explain?" And I used some of Doss's great technical analysis to explain why they are struggling. But the Giants, they are the story. 34-17. They're 2-4 now, but who cares about that record because they just smashed their divisional rivals. The Eagles are 4-2. Is this, boys, the arrival of the New York Giants now, of this new breed? I mean, we can read a lot into one game, but Jackson Dart had a strong day. We know it was cult hero already. Cam Skattebo with 3 touchdowns on the ground, 110 scrimmage yards. He dominated. Hawley, I want you to talk the Giants and their resurgence. Dos will talk Eagles and their slight decline. But
Absolutely,
kick it off,
guys.
Hawley.
More than happy to talk about my boy Cam. It's great. We love him, and I've been pounding. Well, I'll keep pounding it. That I made.
I
This,
told you, no innuendos around James.
I made this call months ago, but it's exactly what the Giants needed. Okay, so he's the hype man. He's the barometer. He's a leader. He's the type of guy that makes you want to play better. It's like me on the podcast. You guys want to be better around me because I just bring it.
I just want to run through a brick
week-
wall after I've been with you
week to
Hawley,
week.
for an hour.
You want to do a Cam Skattebo, Arizona State, banging your head against
Yeah.
it, just get it moving.
Nothing gets me more pumped up than one of my teammates telling me constantly how good he is. Nothing gets me more fired up.
So, mate, but I just don't get how recruiters. I know we talked about his draft camp wasn't his numbers weren't there. I think we spoke about it. His his 20 time, all those kind of things. Sorry, 40 weren't like top echelon, but his stats just keep stacking up, and he's done it in high school, in college, and now in the NFL. And if you want to, his college stats, I'll very quickly get them up from last year, just against the ranked teams, because you can argue, okay, he inflated some stats against teams that were less than par, below par. But against ranked teams, he had 5 games last year. He had 691 yards on 121 carries, 234 receiving yards. So he had 924 yards in 5 games against ranked opposition last year. 10 TDs in those 5 games. He went at almost 6 yards a carry. So against the best teams, I don't think any of these were ranked outside the top 20. They were all top 20 as well. So against the 5 top 20 teams in the nation last year, he was averaging almost 200 yards a game, or 180, 185 yards a game, which not many people can do. No. But he still somehow slips to the 4th round. Add his leadership credentials on top of that and the hype man credentials. The Giants have a guy that they can... I don't think his career is going to be that long, judging by how he plays, but they've got a guy that they can really build around. And then you throw in his mate Jackson Dart. If Dart keeps playing like Josh Allen, like he did on the weekend, then they've got a really good, real dynamic little duo. And whether or not they win heaps and heaps of games, they're going to bring people are going to want to watch the Giants, and it's going to be a popular team to watch, a popular team to play for. It's going to be easier to recruit because they know it's going to be good fun. They're successful. They're driven. I can see just bringing in these 2 guys is working wonders for him already. Like Jackson Dart played so well on the weekend, and his 2 main targets were Wan'Dale Robinson and Lil Jordan Humphrey.
That's what I was going to say.
These guys aren't even rostered in fantasy teams, Curtis.
Yeah,
and he's throwing dimes to them.
And Robinson's starting to make an impact. He had a big game against Dallas earlier in the year, went well over 100 yards. He had a good game here in the 80s. But the other side of it as well, and that's the offensive excitement. But I talked about this defense at the start of the year, Dos, about how I thought they could be a good defense. I said top 5 if by the end of the year. I think that was my gutsy call. And guys like Brian Burns are hitting their stride. He's had 6.5 sacks or 7 sacks for the year so far. Kayvon Thibodeau, although he's not necessarily putting up the numbers in the box score, he is doing some things now. So it's starting to work with, Javon Holland and those guys in that secondary. So there's improvement there. It's slow, but it is improving, and to keep the Eagles to 17 points whilst you score 34 is good. So that was a heck of a game for Giants fans, one that they deserve to have. But let's have a look at the Eagles and why you think, Dos, they are struggling. We said in the first 4 games we weren't convinced, and now that's apparent.
Yeah, well, they're just too predictable on offense at the moment, fellas. And new offensive coordinator Kevin Patullo, he's got a big job to do because there's no real offensive identity with the Eagles. I don't know what they're good at. Nick Sirianni doesn't have any answers at the moment. And and I know you've just hyped up the Giants, but let's be honest, the Giants are still a bottom team. And when one of the worst teams in football beat you in all facets of the game on TNF, that's a big problem. They go 3 and out more than any other team in the league at the moment. Jalen Hurts is...
The Eagles do.
Yep. Jalen Hurts is 24th in the league for EPA per pass for quarterbacks that have played 100 or more snaps. Only Justin Fields, Spencer Rattler, Russell Wilson, Jackson Dart, Dylan Gabriel, Geno Smith, Joe Flacco, and Cam Ward are worse.
There were quite a few quarterbacks.
That sounded like a lot, yeah.
I mean, but like you're looking at Jalen Hurts in the bottom sort of 7 quarterbacks.
He shouldn't be mentioned with those names.
Yeah, correct.
Certainly not Justin Fields.
Not when you're a Super Bowl MVP.
Did they just get lucky their first 4 weeks? Were they just kind of riding the wave of the Super Bowl and they were 4-0?
Well, definitely against the Rams and Tampa. Yes.
And in the last 2 weeks, last couple of weeks, they've watched their tape and think, all right, this is how we work out the Eagles. This is how we beat them. And now it's kind of coming around a little bit, and we're a little bit worried about the Eagles.
Well, I think there's more than worry about.
Well,
the
I
Eagles,
said remember, I asked that question when they lost last week and they were 4-1. I said, "Are we worried about the Eagles?" And the answer, which was fair enough, was that 4-1. Let's not worry. But I don't know. They don't look like a good football team despite their record.
No, well, teams right now, and Lane Johnson said post-game, they aren't making any in-game adjustments, and opposition defenses know when they are going to pass and when they're going to run.
Yep.
There is no run-play option again, which is what we saw under Kellen Moore last year, which was so successful with Saquon Barkley, because they can't get anything going in the run game. Saquon, through the first 6 games last season, 658 yards at 6.4 yards per carry. This season, through 6 games, it's basically 50%, almost dead half. 325 yards at 3.4. It's almost half the production that you're getting out of Saquon Barkley. And defensively, the Eagles have been pretty good this season until they faced the Giants. The Giants converted 11 of 16 on third downs and gave up 34 points to a team that you said had Wan'Dale Robinson and little Jordan Humphrey in the wide receiver room. Like that.
Yeah, they did.
Like this is, they got some problems here. The Eagles, they got their bye week now, so they got some time to turn it around. But this is shades of when they were 10-1, and then it all went downhill.
Oh yeah, 2 years ago,
and it all went downhill, and they got bounced out in the first round of the playoffs. So they need to turn things around fast in Philly, because there's too much talent on this team for them to be playing the way they are currently.
Gutsy call. Sirianni sacked this year.
Well, he just signed an extension. I don't know if he'd get sacked.
That's why it's gutsy, does.
Yeah. That's more than
pretty
gutsy.
big call.
What's the next level above gutsy?
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just inaccurate.
After just signing the
Reckless.
Super Bowl
they're my favourite calls.
They are reckless calls. Let's move on to the Cowboys and the Panthers. 30-27. The Panthers won this. It's a fortress. It's a fortress in Carolina. Because they are 3-0 at home, boys. And it's Chris Hall's ultimate game, as Dos flashes.
Can't lose,
Keep
baby.
pounding. Keep pounding. Keep pounding.
Thoughts on the hashtag for the Carolina Panthers,
Well, that's
James?
what it is.
Hashtag keep pounding.
Hashtag keep pounding. That's what it is.
That's what it is. It's written on
can see the
it's written
t-shirts
all around
already.
the stadium. It's all around the stadium, James.
James,
Go and have a look.
James has been wearing a keep pounding shirt for years. He had no idea it had anything to do with NFL football. But this is Chris Hall's ultimate game, because it's the Dallas Cowboys offense with Dak going off with 3 TDs. It's Bryce Young and the Panthers with
George
3 TDs of his own.
Pickens.
George Pickens, 168
He's
and 1.
Offensive Player of the Year. That's who he is.
No defense. Panthers winning. An obscure fantasy hero, Enrico Dowdle, again going for 239 scrimmage yards and a touchdown. What is going on?
Can I have a little mini trivia?
Yeah.
Do you know the last player to go back-to-back 230 yards from scrimmage, two games in a row?
I saw it yesterday.
receiver.
I saw the full list. It's Josh Gordon.
Josh
Gordon.
Good man.
Josh
for
Gordon.
Cleveland Browns
Wow.
in 2013.
Yeah.
People forget Josh Gordon 2013.
Before the marijuana.
Yeah, go and
issues.
have a look at that season of Josh Gordon.
I think
'cause
his
he was
college
awesome.
stats were quite good too. I remember
Wow.
looking into this.
But anyway,
I would not have
been
got
a long time.
in a million years. Yeah.
And we haven't even got to trivia yet.
Can that be the trivia?
No. But you did well.
Thank you.
This is Rico Dowdle, boys, we're talking about. And of course,
Rico.
the added spice was that it was against the
Against
Cowboys who
Dallas.
let him go.
Well, the thing
Yeah.
is, he actually had a good season against Dallas last year. He rushed for over 1,000 yards.
400-yard games.
Yeah, so he can do it. And we've said a few times, Chuba actually rushed. He had over 1,000 yards for Carolina last year
was
as well
good.
in such a bad offense.
Maybe this O-line's great for blocking runs.
Maybe it's actually not as bad as we think. But
Look at that. 30
That's-
carries, 183 yards. By the way, if you're not watching on YouTube, we have stats and things that get pulled up. You can see Doss's lovely shirt. So make sure you tune in on YouTube if you're just listening via the audio. But 30 carries for 183 yards, 6.1. He also was their lead receiver with 4 receptions for 56 and a touchdown. I have never seen a player have a surge like this. And I won't say out of obscurity, because you're right, he had 1,000 yards last year. But I've never seen a player who has turned it on so quickly out of almost nowhere in a 2-week patch. Dos, can you think of, I know you gave the Josh Gordon stat, but can you think of a player like this
who's
just gone
our
bang?
Pats running back that had 200 yards, and then Bill dropped him the next week because he was late to a meeting?
I can't remember.
Oh.
Was this recent?
Go
Yeah,
look
it was
at-
a few years ago. Well, Bill was coaching.
You look that up. You spoke about the offensive line. There's 3 backups on the Carolina offensive line right now. Robert Hunt, center Austin Corbett, and Taylor Moton all aren't playing. And they kicked the Cowboys' butt in this game. It was so good to see in the Rico Dowdle revenge game. Tight ends are doing a great job as well for the Carolina Panthers. And credit to Dave Canales, because the run game has been criticized, Kurt, under Canales over the last year and a half or so. The Panthers got the ball, lads, with 6 minutes left in the game, and the Cowboys didn't get the ball back.
It's extraordinary.
And the
awesome.
Cowboys had 2 timeouts.
That's exactly what
and it didn't matter.
That's what we've wanted to see from Carolina and Bryce.
That is great play calling and his execution to deny Dallas getting the ball back. And Bryce Young made the completion on 4th and 3, close to the 2-minute warning.
Mm-hmm.
That kept the drive going. And to me, and I know statistically Bryce has probably had more or better games production-wise, but I thought this was his best game of the season. It was clean. The turnover in the first quarter, I wouldn't put on him. Ted McMillan dropped that pass that went straight through his hands, and he just looked so comfortable in the second half of this game. He stepped up. He sliced through the Cowboys' defense. The Carolina defense is an issue, though. J.C. Horn and Mike Jackson got absolutely torn apart by George Pickens in this game. Missed tackles. They just couldn't go with him. And the Carolina pass rush, no sacks on Prescott and only 2 quarterback hits. So that is a concern defensively. Again, I mean, it suited them in this game because Dallas also couldn't get anything going. We'll talk about the Cowboys in a minute, but
let's take it and run.
It's a great win for the Carolina Panthers. They were a 4-point underdog at home, so it's awesome. We're starting to see the identity of the Panthers now.
Jonas Gray, sorry. 4 TDs, 200 yards.
Jonas
Slept
Gray.
through his alarm, limited playing time, then he was released at the end of the year.
Jonas Gray, yeah.
Wow. Big JG. It was interesting watching that end of that game. Like you said, the 6 minutes of uncontested possession for the Panthers. They couldn't get to Bryce Young, the Cowboys. It's almost as if they shouldn't have traded out their superstar pass rusher earlier in the year that could have maybe disrupted that Carolina backup O-line.
I think that's going to happen a lot for Dallas. I think the last possession wins in a lot of Dallas's games. Probably similar to Cincinnati last year. Defense doesn't seem to be doing a whole lot.
Can't stop the run, can't stop the pass now.
Offense is scoring and they will keep scoring, but it's going to come down to who has the best time management, probably the best play calling DOS, and can finish the game with the ball.
I'm glad you called it because that's what I got here, Hawley. They are the Bengals of last season. You know, Dak is playing at an MVP level, and it doesn't matter because the defense is horrible. And it doesn't matter that George Pickens goes nuclear again. Matt Eberflus has come in as defensive coordinator. It's a basic scheme. The Panthers had 410 yards of offense. But this Dallas defense are giving up 6.2 yards per play. That's 30th.
Wow.
The most passing yards in the league. They're DFL. They're 31st.
Do you know what DFL is, Jimbo?
DOS loves DFL.
Down
Dead.
for
Love it. No.
It's not Carolina again,
dead
mate.
effing. dead effing last.
Giving up the second most rush yards. 31st in points allowed. Only the Ravens have given up more, and they've got half their starters out on defense. They've also given up the second most penalties on defense in the league, and they've only created 4 turnovers, which is tied for about 5th last.
Not as bad as the Jets, at least, is it?
Yeah, well, the Jets are basically toe-to-toe with them in a lot of these metrics as well, but this is just... and the Dolphins.
I got a call for you,
Awful.
or a question.
Go on.
Is CeeDee Lamb that good?
Yes, he is.
Yes.
So George Pickens is just as good? Because George Pickens...
What are you, a defense lawyer?
CD.
That was
That's
entrapment.
Essentially, since CD's been out, George Pickens has probably been the best wide receiver in the league. 359 yards, 4 TDs in 3 weeks. 3rd for yards, 1st for TDs in the league. Dak feeds a wide receiver 1.
He does.
He absolutely feeds him.
Let's see it over the course of a season.
Well, we're not going to because CD will be back, won't he?
I guess we'll never know. Pickens is good. I'm not denying that.
But I think he's good.
I need
really
to
good.
check, but I think for Dallas, George Pickens has the most touchdowns through the first 6 games since the merger.
I think he has 6, which is the most in the league. So,
well, but for Dallas through the first 6 games, that's a long time for
Huge.
the Cowboys.
All right, last game before we move on. The last one for the week, barring the 2 MNF games today. The Chargers 29 defeated the Dolphins 27. The Chargers are 4-2. The Dolphins are 1-5. It was a game of wild momentum swings that saw the Chargers snatch victory with a late field goal after a late charge from the Dolphins. Ultimately, though, it was a heavy turnover game from Tua, 3 picks in front of a measly Hard Rock Stadium crowd. And each week I find myself understanding less about the Chargers. Sometimes they're mentally weak, sometimes they're mentally strong, and they were today winning without Hampton and Johnston. Yes, it was far from a perfect performance, but when you can snag a win late like that against the Charge, Ladd McConkey comes back with a vengeance, 100 yards and a TD. Kamani Vidal, the underestimated running back, had 124 yards on the ground. So no Hampton, no Johnston, but they find other ways to do it. Like I said, not perfect, Doss, but it is a win, a road win, and more turmoil with the Dolphins with Tua's comments about players not showing up to meetings and all that sort of stuff. And then Mike McDaniel coming out today and saying he didn't need to say that. I'm not sure why he'd say that, and it's a fair point. I don't know why he would say that either. Weird in Miami. Chargers get the win.
Yeah, well, you mentioned it looked like the Dolphins were going to steal this game and the Chargers were going to go to 3-3, and then it was going to be, well, you've just lost to Miami on the road, and that looks bad. And you've got a lot of injuries. But Justin Herbert delivered in a big moment on the road all the way across the country. 34 seconds left. 2nd and 10 on his own 41-yard line. Jalen Phillips gets to Herbert, is basically hanging off him, and Herbert's able to stand up, break the tackle, and hit the little crosser to Ladd McConkey, who gets the 42 yards down the field, which sets up Cam Dicker for the game-winning field goal. You mentioned the running back injuries. There's 3 backups on the offensive line at the moment as well for the Chargers, and they're down to about the third string, I think, on the right-hand side. They are well and truly in the market for a running back. I would expect, with Amarian Hampton now out, projected to about week 12. It's longer than anticipated with the ankle. They will well and truly be in the trademark or trade deadline for a running back. But 4-2 looks so much better for the Chargers right now than what 3-3 does. And it's a gutsy win. Harbaugh after the game was so pumped up with that play from Herbert. He just loves him. And it's a win of importance because it's also a conference win too. So they're the ones that you want to get done on the road with all the injuries that they have. It's a big win. It's important for the Chargers. And for Miami, you mentioned Tua calling out the players post game, not showing up to meetings, not coming to meetings at all.
It's pretty bad if that is happening.
Well, it clearly is. Otherwise, you wouldn't say it.
Yeah.
And questioning the leadership as well. Now, leadership also is with him, and whether he's questioning the leadership of Mike McDaniel in the front office is another one, and the coaching staff. They got a myriad of issues, the Dolphins. We weren't excited about their off-season. They had issues coming into the season, and they've had injuries, and the roster's just not good enough as it was constructed coming into the season. It relied on 2 wide receivers going off. One of them's gone down injured, and 2 are playing somewhat consistent football, and he just turns the ball over far too much.
Do you think Mike McDaniel demands respect? Like if Bill or Andy Reid or Pete Carroll walked into the franchise, walked into the locker room, everyone's standing there and like, oh, we respect this guy, we're going to listen to what he says. But Mike McDaniel seems like, I'm going to wear 3/4 shoes with my Nike Airs and put my cool sunnies on, and he almost looks like he wants to be one of the lads, like one of their mates rather than their mentor.
He's almost like a parody of an NFL coach, isn't he? And we said this at the start. He's got a very unique personality, and it's funny, and it's good to watch. It's entertaining, and it's great when they're winning.
It was fine when they were averaging 40 points a week.
And he was unique, and their running game was special and different. But when you stripped away what in hindsight looks like a bit of fluff, it seems like there's not a lot of substance behind it. And you need to fall back on those leadership qualities and that ability to rally the troops when things aren't going well. And I think you're right. It doesn't seem as though he has that. I mean, if players aren't showing up to meetings, he's lost it.
That's pretty bad, isn't it?
You mentioned that 40. That's now from the start of the 2023 season.
Yeah, it's long
that
gone.
we're talking about.
Oh, yeah, a long time ago.
This is a long time ago where we saw the
same team.
Dolphins and the end of the 2022, right? So this is a long time that Miami have not been a good football team now.
Is McDaniel the next coach to get sacked, or is it? Well,
If
Well,
he
let's
loses,
see what happens
Browns,
this week, I
Dolphins.
think.
yeah, if
Browns,
he loses
Dolphins.
this week, he will be gone.
If Browns lose that, is Stefanski
No,
gone?
I don't think so. They're still fluffing around with backup rookie quarterbacks.
Doss?
I think if they
It'd be
lose
stiff.
badly, I think, and it's another poor play calling game from Stefanski, I think he might be gone now.
Oh, we'll just start Shador the week after. And then Kenny.
Well, he's traded. He's not there.
Kenny's
He's
gone.
with the Raiders.
Kenny, how many teams has Kenny been on?
It's
Over?
too
And
hard
he
to
was
keep
meant to be
track
the
of,
starting quarterback until he got injured.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That's the deep dives. We've got Doss's trivia coming up. The fans have demanded it. Doss's trivia. So here you go.
Doss.
All right, Doss. Can I make an excuse early? Straight up.
What?
I'm tired. I hardly slept after the live stream last night. Jimbo almost slept in the studio. He was here that late. So if I'm not sharp, that's my excuse. What's your excuse, Hawley?
I drove back from Wallaroo last night. To Wallaroo and back from Wallaroo.
That's a good excuse. Jimbo, you got an excuse?
I know nothing about sports.
That's a good one.
Don't you host a sports show?
More produce.
Co-host.
Co-host. Who was the last Carolina Panthers quarterback to have 4 wins as a starter through the first 6 games of the season?
It's not going to be a boy, is it? Obviously not.
4 wins as a starter through the first 6 games. Jake Delhomme.
No, it's not quite that far back.
Your red nut mate.
Andy Dalton.
No.
He was top 10 fantasy QB 2 years in a row. And then I picked him up the 3rd year.
Red nut mate. Not Cam Newton.
Not
It was
Andy.
2019. It was not Cam Newton.
Did Fitzmagic play for the Carolina Panthers at any stage? Probably.
They started 4-2. They were 5.
2019. No, that wasn't Baker.
Not PJ.
No.
Gonna say. PJ Walker didn't win many games.
No, he did not.
Okay. Is this oh.
Geez, 2019 would have been around Cam.
Yeah, he was on the roster. But he only started 2 games that season.
He was on the roster.
He was pretty much done.
It was well before Baker and Darnold went there. How nuts that Baker and Darnold were both at Carolina at the same time. Okay, we're flirting around this. There's a little gap in my knowledge here. 2019.
I thought you would be on this.
This
Was he
is
young
prime.
or old or what? What are we?
I'd have to check his age. Don't look at the thing. He's looked to
couldn't
see
see
who
it.
it was.
Okay, yeah. So it was a backup. Is it a guy that's floated around the league as a backup everywhere?
Wow. He's back up.
Is he still playing?
Yeah.
Is he
No. Nah.
No, Brian Hoyer didn't play for
No.
Oh! No, I'm thinking the Jags. Mike Glennon. It's not
Mike.
It's not Glennon. He would never have won 4 out of 6 games.
Carolina's tough because we don't really care about them or follow them.
It's too late for Plumber.
Well, you gotta be.
Well, I do now, obviously. But
Give me a little hint. There's something in my brain here, Doss. Come on, give us a little clue.
His last name is the same as the MVP winner from last year,
Oh, Kyle Allen.
Kyle Allen.
there you go.
Wow, I would not have got that without a hint. Kyle Allen started 6 games for the Panthers in 2019.
How did
He
his
started
season go?
more. He went 4-2, and then he finished 5-7.
It is
and
like
then
the whole year.
And then he got bent. Or then did he get bent?
Almost. Wow, I forgot completely about that. If anybody listening knew that, please podcast at outbackqb.com or just find us on Insta and message us and say you got that trivia. I'm not sure I'll believe you, but man.
They were 5-3,
Yep.
and then lost 8 in a row.
Wow. So Newton was, what was Newton's sitch there? Was he gone then?
Yeah, he was pretty much done. He only started the 2 games that year.
Wow. Kyle
Cam.
Allen.
Then he went to the Pats.
And then he went, yeah.
Good trivia, Doss. We'll be back. All right, week 7 coming up. Week 7 already, boys. Can you believe that? Now, I floated the idea of the no-brainers, one of Jimbo's master strokes. We went through that in the game review. Give us feedback on that too, by the way, in our DMs if you liked it or if you didn't. Also, that song, what did we think of the song, the game reviews? Did it work out well or was it too intense in the end, boys?
I think we'll get used to it.
You get used to it?
Mm-hmm.
Doss?
Yeah, I was a little shook by it early on.
Okay, we might review
It was
that one.
all right.
I'm not sure we nailed it with that one this week.
If you had the lights off and like a disco ball, then
I mean, once we start
Like
talking,
back
I
in
don't
the
even
midst
pay
of the
attention.
Ramsgate.
I don't even pay attention to it.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
From the start.
Well, we're going to try and pick some no-brainers this week. We don't have to pick 4. Let's just go through and I'll run through.
Let's pick 4.
You want to
Come
pick
on.
4?
Yeah.
All right, the challenge. Well, let's start with TNF. The Steelers 4-1 at the Bengals 2-4. No-brainer. NB?
Probably has to be.
It's got to be a Steelers obvious win, right? We
Yep.
should be running through that quick in the game reviews next week.
Yep.
Okay, that's number 1 for the NB. Rams 4-2 versus the Jags 4-2 in London. That's no-brainer. That's a good game.
I don't like London games.
Hard to predict. And bad time zone.
Yeah, well, that's yeah.
This is probably our other one, isn't it?
What's that?
Raiders
Jags.
Raiders v
Oh,
Chiefs.
can I
I
go
thought
in the
we'd-
order that I have on my screen rather than your random order of
Well,
games?
ESPN, the ESPN website.
He goes.
We got
he
something on the
goes-
screen here.
He goes here.
Yeah, that's right. We got the Saints.
What's that fake website?
Hang on a minute. I haven't got that in that order either. All right, let's go.
What order have you got?
Now let's go with the one on the screen because that's better for the viewers. We've got the Eagles at the Vikings. That's not a no-brainer. That could be an interesting game. The Vikings coming off their bye. The Eagles not in great form. The Pats at the Titans. NB?
I think so. I think the Pats get it done.
Or is there the new coach bump hauling that you're worried
yeah,
about?
That's what I'm worried about. Titans do
I don't
something
even think
silly and
the
win.
new coach bump's going to help.
It's in.
Tennessee this week.
They do it differently here, don't they? So this is
It's in Tennessee.
it's in Tennessee.
Yeah,
because it's the Australian version.
It's in
So
Nashville.
the team that's on top is the home team
Yeah.
on the screen at the moment. Now, this is one that I don't know what to do. The Panthers at the Jets. Now, everything suggests the Jets will get blown up because they're one of the worst teams we've ever seen at the moment. But it is the Panthers, and I don't know how much faith we can have in the Panthers just yet to win on the road.
Some random Justin Fields 140-yard rush game
Well-
gets him through, and he throws for 80 yards.
Yeah.
Tell you what, who do you think's favourite in this game?
Well,
It
you're
has to be Carolina. No.
What?
The
No
Jets,
way.
The Jets are minus 1.5 point favourite.
just for
Vegas-
that, I'm saying no-brainer. That
Vegas
sucks.
knows as well.
I'm
Vegas
saying
just always
no-brainer.
gets it right.
Out of
Not
contempt.
always, but most of the time.
That's really
Hmm.
that's rough on the Panthers.
Mm.
So, do you want a no-brainer for this, Dos, or not?
I had it as a no-brainer.
You did?
Yeah. Did you, Dos?
Yeah. Oh, no. No.
Doesn't
No,
take
I
off.
didn't have this one as a no.
Show me what you wrote down then. I want proof. Because I think you're lying now that you've seen Vegas.
Well, I haven't written any of them down.
The one thing he hasn't prepared.
Well, why do you
Give
need to
me
write
a spell?
Why do you need to write down no-brainers for you just go through? And
Why
pick
do you have
your
to write
four?
down your game reviews?
Hey, that's because they're my key notes.
So this should be a key
The
note.
reference. This is
Part of
not
the
a
seg-
key. I can sit here and
I bet he's written them
Make
down.
calls.
Bet you, but he won't get the screen up.
I believe him. I believe he
I
does.
don't believe it.
Let's keep going with those games, Jimbo. So, did we say no-brainer or not?
Yep, we did. Two votes to one.
Okay,
Nah.
all right. Actually, I'm starting to falter on that.
Jimbo, who do you want?
I can't keep up with which one we think's the no-brainer of the two.
We're talking Panthers, Jets.
Which
I mean, I don't know which
Oh, you
team we
thought
think
Jets
is-
might be the no-brainer.
I'm assuming based on the Shelf of Shame, the Jets are not the no-brainer win.
No. You know what? I fear a Panthers problem here. I'm not going to say that's a no-brainer. I think there's something on the line. Dolphins at Browns. That's two terrible teams. Not a no-brainer there, although we will cover that very quickly. The Saints at the Bears. Ooh,
I mean, you-
is it?
It's tough. If the Bears were to lose, they're playing today, right?
Washington today.
Which you'd think maybe they probably
the
do
road.
lose. Then they go 2-3.
We can't.
Yeah, not yet.
We can't trust them.
I don't trust them.
Raiders at Chiefs.
Chiefs by a mile.
Yeah, it's 3-3 versus 2-4, but there's a big difference in those
I
teams.
think so,
Right?
yeah.
NB.
Chiefs at home as well.
Chiefs are 12.5 point favourites in that game.
Then we go to the wow, that's huge.
Yeah, that's a bit bigger spread than I thought it was going to be.
Then we go to the late window Colts at Chargers. That's a cracking game. The 5-1 Colts at the 4-2
yeah.
Chargers. Can the Colts keep that going? Who wins that, Dos?
Hope they don't have another SoFi fumble in the end zone
Oh, yeah.
for the Colts. Chargers 1.5 point favourites for this game. I need to see who's playing for the Chargers in this game, I think, to make a call right now.
Okay.
Right now, as it stands, I would pick the Colts. But if Joe Alt's playing and they get Quentin Johnston back and some other reinforcements, then I think I'd lean Chargers.
What a
Imagine
world.
at the start of the year saying if Quentin Johnston's back, then they're
Well,
a chance
hey,
to win.
Yeah.
Two of the informed players in the comp playing in this game, Daniel Jones and Quinton
Quentin
Johnston.
Yeah.
Moving on in the late window, the Giants at the Broncos. That's now got some spice because the Giants had that great win. But the Broncos, you say, bah.
Broncos
the
lock
beat
at
the Broncos beat the Jets by 2 points,
At
and the Jets had
MetLife.
minus
Not
10
MetLife.
passing yards.
Where's this? This is at Mile High? No, Broncos.
We glossed over that before because we put that in the no-brainer category. But to win that by 2 points when the Justin Fields Jets have minus 10 yards in the air, they sacked him 9 times. He had 9
It's a
completions, 9
weird
passes.
London game.
I
though.
know, but Hawley, isn't that a bit of a worry for the Broncos?
If I was a Broncos fan, I would I'd just be a little bit concerned about it.
I mean, you said you were worried about, or not particularly happy with the way that the Packers won their game. Look at the Broncos, man.
Yeah, Broncos offense is really ordinary. But I think the Broncos defense will stifle the Giants offense at home.
Sometimes
I would lock the Broncos.
Sometimes those games against the Jets where you're traveling, you're playing against the worst team in the league, you just want to get in there, get the win, get out. You don't care how it happens, and that's kind of what they did.
Look, he makes faces. 8-hour flight. Longer for Broncos. That's probably closer to 11 hours.
No, that's tough.
It's a slog.
Tough in business, isn't it?
That is. Whole plane? What do you mean business? This is private.
Well, true. Yeah, exactly.
Not flying coach.
Packers at Cardinals. Well, the Cardinals would. Remember, they complained about flying economy, didn't they?
With their ready deals.
No snack. Big boys, got to feed them. Packers at Cardinals, I think. Is this a no-brainer? No, it's not, is it? Is it?
It's close. It's as close
Because
as
we need a fourth. We've only got 3.
It's as close as we're going to get. If we're not going to lock in, which one weren't we locking in? Carolina, the Jets.
Yep. I'm going to completely disrespect the Cardinals because I think they deserve it. So let's lock the Packers as a no-brainer there.
All right.
Commanders at Cowboys. Looking forward to this one. This could be anything, Hawley. You want another offensive sling fest. If Daniels is flying and the Cowboys just unleash with no defense again.
I think every Cowboys game is going to be a
they're just fun
25 to 30 point shootout.
Just fun to watch. The Falcons at the 49ers on Sunday Night Football. That's an intriguing little matchup. And then we've got another doubleheader, DOS, with a 2-hour stagger this time.
So we're doing this every week now,
It looks like it,
Monday
but-
night doubleheaders.
What's wrong with the Monday night doubleheader?
I don't mind as long
These
as
aren't
they're-
doubleheaders either, by the way.
As long
These
as-
are
as
back
long
to
as-
back.
As long as they're staggered.
They are 9:30 and 12:30.
Oh, so it's 3 hours.
Oh,
yeah.
that's all right.
Is that
No, I'm
not,
good with that.
But that's still a doubleheader, isn't it? Is that what a
Yeah,
doubleheader
The
no,
is?
doubleheader
I don't like the simulcast
doesn't
at
like
the
the
same time.
at the same time.
Yeah, okay.
What is a doubleheader?
What is a doubleheader?
A train built by. Yeah, there you go. That makes sense.
A sporting event in which 2 games.
There
Can you read
go.
that?
It is a doubleheader.
Can you read that, Jimbo?
A sporting event in which 2 games or contestants are played in succession at the same
Oh.
venue, typically between the
Oh.
same teams or players.
That's
It's not a doubleheader.
But then
Oh, true. It's when you as a team play back to back is a doubleheader, right?
No, the teams have to play at the same venue, like a
Baseball
Yeah.
do it all the time.
Mm.
Rain delays.
like a curtain raiser.
okay. But then if a broadcast
On the same
NBC is
station.
saying they're both on NBC, so we got a doubleheader tonight.
They
On
will.
NBC have a doubleheader. Okay, correct.
Okay. Well, anyway, we digress. The Texans at the Seahawks is the late one. So Bucs at Lions.
That's the second
Texans
of the doubleheader.
at Seahawks. There's no brainers there. The Week 7 buys, by the way, are the Baltimore Ravens. Boy, do they need it, and the Buffalo Bills.
Would you say Tampa or Detroit are favourites at Lions at home?
Lions at home.
I think the Bucs are playing better.
I would say Detroit are going to be favourites
It's close.
because Tampa have a lot of guys out, and I think they'll take that into account.
Lions are 4.5 point favourites. At the moment.
4.5 points.
Yeah.
That seems a lot.
I mean, Tampa got a lot of injuries too, don't?
Well, that's true.
Well, but-
Ibuka now is
Yeah.
injured. Is
Godwin or Evans? Do we know if they're back or not?
Godwin and Bucky will not be playing this week.
okay. Yeah,
They've
well,
been
we can
ruled
see why
out.
the Lions are the favourites.
Kate Otton's going to have 100 yards. Knock, knock.
Oh,
Ready?
Yeah.
who's there?
Bless. Oh, you know this one, don't you?
What's a sneeze joke? Obviously.
Yeah, but I didn't sneeze.
Sorry. Let's start again.
Oh, it's too late. I'll find another one.
Sorry. What was the joke? Bless who?
But I didn't sneeze.
Was that the punchline?
Yeah. That would have been it.
I tried knock knocks. I forget that you've got little kids and probably do knock knocks all the time, don't
Ah,
you?
right. All my material.
Okay, this is a good one. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Doorbell repairman.
Doorbell repairman who?
No, that's the joke because it was knocking. Because there's no doorbell.
That's so bad that it's all right.
Thank you.
Jimbo,
That's
you
what
gave
it
an
needs
A
to
on the
be.
doorbell repairman.
Oh, I'm not a fan.
Have you laughed at any of my jokes yet?
Oh, yeah.
You know what we laughed at last night? Your
What?
shit show.
Is that?
That's the stuff he laughs at, the off-the-cuff stuff. That's the Outback quarterback for another week. Week 7 coming up. Thank you to all of our sponsors. Thank you to everybody who watches along and listens along. We love that you are here. Doss, Hawley, you done well again. A big show from you, Hawley. Well done.
Thanks, mate.
Big show from the whole.
Yeah.
Big
whole
show.
staff.
Don't forget the Musclecat Sports Show as well. Tune in on Thursday. That's behind the bar at the Suburban Brew. And Monday night live stream every Monday here at Musclecat Studios. We'll see you next week.